The UPS man brought me some goodies today. 3 or 4 days ago I did a video on how to find oil leaks on your engine. You know, this just happens to be a BMW that I'm working on. For me, this thing needed a valve cover gasket, so I ordered one about three days ago, I think it was, from FCP Euro. And while I was at it, I just got a set of spark plugs for this car as well. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to put a valve cover gasket into this 335i. Right there, and while we're there, we're going to slap in a set of spark plugs because you're never going to be closer. The car has 56,000 on it, and then some change. You know, call it 57k. So you might as well throw a set of plugs in it. They were a little spendy. I think they were $6 or $7 or maybe $8 each, something like that. You know, you need 6 of them, so it's kind of spendy, but yeah, you're never going to be closer. You might as well do it. I'll show you my my little parts pile. So here's our spark plugs. Valve cover gasket. This did come in a bag, kind of balled up, so I just took it out and laid it flat, just so it would take its shape back. Your spark plugs, you are going to need a special socket to put these, to remove them and then put the new ones in. I've worked on I don't know how many Mini Coopers over the years. I've owned probably at least half a dozen of them. It's the same spark plug socket for the Mini Cooper that you're going to need for your BMW, your 335i. These are, it's kind of a specialized, well, the socket's specialized because it's called a thin wall socket. You can't get into the spark plug tube with a regular 12.14 mil socket. It's too fat. Just a regular chrome socket is too fat. It won't fit into the spark plug well. So you have to have something like this. Super thin. Yeah, it's not going to take a lot of torque or anything to break this, but I mean, it's just spark plugs, right? No big deal. And you can see it has to be a 12 point. Yeah, so you're not going to get in there with a 6 point of any kind. But if you can get this off of the Amazon. I don't recall where I got this one. I'll be honest with you. Looks like possibly Advanced Auto or something. I don't know. Not sure. But you definitely, if you're thinking about doing spark plugs, you have to have this specialized socket. Hopefully this isn't as bad as that brake pressure was. Holy crap, that was a shit job. I might have to cut this video up because it's going to be a long time, a lot of video footage. Is there a wire somewhere? Yeah. Ambient air sensor. So don't forget your ambient air sensor there. And it should come up and forward. There we go. Might have to pull this strut brace on this side. That might be a good idea. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe not. It might, once that beauty cover is off, it might be fine. See, they look like 5. Ooh, that one's loose. Look at that. Ooh, why are you loose there, buddy? I said 5, didn't I? And yeah, they are 5. Okay. Same size. Just 3. No, there's another one in that back corner. Of course. Get a magnet for that guy. Should turn my tunes up. There's one little guy that hides in that back corner. Hey, look at that. We wiggled it out. Oh, what is that? E16? New, little loosey-goosey there. Let's try 14. All right, so it's an E14 on the strut side of this strut brace, which is fucking tight. Whoa. And then to get to the other bolt for that, it's behind this grommet right here. You need a big flat screwdriver. By the looks of it. Should do it. There we go. So you just need to pop that grommet out. Hopefully you can see that. And it's a, oh, it's massive. It's got to be like an 18 or something. Yeah, it's an 18. Phew, it's an E18 and it is tight. Holy crap, boy. I don't believe you have to take it out. I think you just have to loosen it. That's what it looks like. There's a little relief cut in it. So that's what that looks like. That goes into an E18 that is very tight, and then you've got an E14 on this side. So 2 bolts, but holy crap, Could they have tightened them a little more? Alright, let's see. These look like 8s here. Make sure you disconnect your battery. We didn't break any. Always good. So just disconnect your coils. And we still have to pull our fuel injectors, and there's 210 mils. So those injector clips, they look like they want to break. So I'm very gingerly going to get a little pick and just go in behind them, see if I can pop mine. Ugh. Try not to break any of these if you're doing it. This is I mean, they look like they want to break. Alright, we're 2 for 2. Three for 3, and we're halfway there. Alright, 2 to go. Be nice now. Be nice. Woo! 5 for 5. Last one, baby. Come on. This one's a disaster. You can't even see it. In like a blind hole. We got her. We're 6 for 6. Allows me to get to this wire, just where I fuel. Pull this right up. to turn it or something. Fuck. Got somebody that they're watching us laughing at me. Alright, so you gotta turn it before you take it. Jesus. Oh, there's another one of them. God damn it. So these clips, they sit in this plastic housing that you gotta turn or, yeah, they're not gonna want that. You gotta turn them to get them out. Okay, so that gets me all the wires out of the way. Including these. Right, so okay, so that's it. The dog can see the rabbit. Holy crapola. Let me get some cable ties. Cable ties not long enough, stitch them together. Shouldn't be too much holding this on. My favorite vacuum twister hose. Familiar with this guy? Come on. Bugger. It's got vacuum on it. Oh my God. Kidding me? There we go. Be careful with this guy too. We'll break him. Alright, let's hold this on. Looks like a rubber grommet. And another rubber, okay, so it looks like it's just pushed on. Man, they packed this thing tight. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Does it need to come all the way out? Probably not. Can I do that? Yeah, probably can. So just cable tie your air box up out of the way as well, because that'll let you get to the back bolts of this rail. Next I'm going to pull the fuel rail. Well, I'm going to pull the coils too, I guess. Not going to matter. That one's dry. Five is dry. Six has got like a white powder on it. Whew, unbelievable. Yeah, we're gonna clean all these up. Freaking cray-cray. I'll tell you what. We got a couple of vacuum lines here that need to get disconnected, which is likely gonna be a fucking disaster. These look angry. Oh, man, they look very angry. Oh, they look just as angry at the other end. It is what it is. They gotta come out. They're either gonna break it then. Something snapped. Oh, I don't like this at all. I don't like it at all. Sugar. Where are they going in here? Oh, they're one of the turbo canisters, eh? Oh boy. I want to see if I can sneak in with my small hose pliers. Just try and nudge them off. Oh, stop. We got one. Now this one's breaking. You can see it. Fucker. Fuck. You're fucking kidding me. It might be better cutting this. It's got a little wiggle room to it. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. We almost have to now. And there's enough space where we can put it back on. We just nicked it a little. Be careful. There we go. We got it. So yeah, see this guy right here? We just nicked him off. And we're just gonna slice that guy off. It had enough like hose there or whatever for it to get pushed back on. I mean, it's just falling apart. Fucking hell. Yeah, if we didn't do that, we would have been in a world of hurt. Trust me. Not my first time. Okay, no Schrader valve anywhere on this fuel system that I can see. Which, whatever, 413s, and then we gotta pull all this pipe off. If we move the fuel rail out, we only have to pull the pipes on the one side and then take the whole rail. Which looks like what I'm gonna do. So it was 17, 14, roughly, maybe. Let's see, are my old eyes any good? Yep, 14, 17, baby. Still got it. It's gonna piss fuel. Oh, of course it is. You get some rags. Now we just got to relieve the pressure out of one of them. So, you know, the rest will be fine. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. But I'm going to go through and crack all of these guys. Whoa! We got a squirter. She's a squirter! There wasn't as much that came out of number 1. Interesting. Number 3 wasn't even tight. Holy shit. Man. What is it with this car? So you're still fucking squirting at me. Knock it off, will ya? I need another rag. This thing's squirting all over the place. We got a squirter. All right, so all the fuel rails from the injectors, or the injector side, I should say, are all loose. I want to pull the main feed. So he's loose. I'm not going to back it out yet. I want to pull the 13s that are holding the reel on so that I can just jockey the reel forward while I take that out. I think that's probably smarter, or maybe I just take the other side of these out. I don't know. I'm not sure how these things come off. There's like a little plastic clip thing on the reel. Oh, I see. Push down, pull out. No. Down, out, up. Okay. And that was on 2 and 3. Okay. There we go. What's that got? 13. What are they, 12? 11? Come on. We held in with 11 mils. Interesting. Still squirting back there. There's another one of them clips for the wires there. There we go. There's 3 of those. Looks like this is going to work. So, just to make it easier, or I think this is easier, at least for me it's easier. I just pulled the injector side and then disconnected this reel. And this reel will now, it's got a little bit of movement to it, right? So I can back it out all the way. Always check it, make sure it doesn't like bind up on you or anything. You wouldn't want to band pipes or anything in your fuel system. Okay, looks like we're good. Hope I got off squirt again, or at least a leak. No, not too bad. Okay, so technically we should be able to lift this straight up, right? 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see. I was getting caught on the oil cap housing, but so yeah, I think that's probably a little easier than pulling all of those off and keeping track of and all of those stuff. So yeah, it all has to come off at some point anyway. So might as well just do it. It reeks in here. So that now lets us get these vacuum lines pulled back and out of our way. Here, we'll stick them into the air box there, like that. There you go. So, yeah, that's it. Now you can pull the bolts out of your valve cover and kind of, hopefully, fish it up off there with ease. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be. I might pull the 210 mils out of that expansion tank and just try and move that over with the wires just to get it out of my way. I don't know. I mean, I can come straight down past it, so technically I don't need to move it. Everything's right here, so yeah, I won't leave it. We'll live dangerously. Okay, so we got to figure out what they are. An E8 or something smallish. E6 maybe, or 6. 6 is real small. They're a 10. So you need an inverted Torx 10 mil. Let's see what we got. Kind of a messy old job this. I'm sure somebody's like, no, you bozo, don't do it like that. I'm going to take the awkwardest ones out first. Always a good practice to have. Okay, so the bolts don't come out. They would if you knock the collars out of them or whatever. But you don't have to worry about dropping them because they can't fall out. So, okay. You can do it any way you want. It's not going to matter too much. there's no room for anything down there. So you gotta just crack it list, and then you can spin it out with your fingers. Oh fuck, you know what? I put a beer in the freezer a couple hours ago. I better go get that before it explodes. Because I did a make your own 6-pack, and none of them are cold when you do that. Let me go get that beer out of the freezer. Hopefully it hasn't blown up. I think we just got it. It's fucking freezing. It doesn't have any icicles in it or anything. Yeah, I put this in the freezer like 3 hours ago. Oh, fuck, it's cold. It is cold. This is Longboard Island Lager. So it's pretty good. It is frozen. It's like slushy. Yeah, ice crystals or whatever. I'm glad I remembered about that. Holy shit. We had this party once, and this Colombian lady we know, she brought over a bottle of this. It was pink wine. That's about all I can. I don't know what the actual name of it was. It was in like a bottle, but it was pink colored, right? But it was huge, big, huge big bottle. And she stuck it in the freezer to, chill it or whatever. Totally forgot about it. Well, the next day, we get up, we go to make breakfast, and we're taking the stuff out of the freezer. We open the freezer to get sausages and hash browns and whatnot. And there's the fucking bottle of wine has fucking exploded, and it's everything is pink. And and alcohol doesn't freeze very well. So it's kind of slushy pink. It's horrible. It was pretty fucking horrible. Oh. But what are you gonna do? There was glass everywhere. Yeah, it was a mess. Oh, this back one's gonna be a fucking treat. Holy shit. Not sure what I'm gonna do here. Let's I'll about if this is gonna work. You never know. No way. Wow. Yeah, that back one's a joy. I'm gonna try this. I think it's too fat, but I'm gonna try and get down in like that, at that angle. I think that wobbly bit's way too big, but we'll see. Oh, no, we're on. Cool. That worked. So, oh well. It didn't work, it's on. Yeah. So yeah, you're definitely gonna need something crazy like this to get those back ones. There is no room. Yeah. I think we got the 3 hard ones. Woo! All right, so that whole front side is done. those 3 studs have to come out as well. Which, that could be a fucking issue. I don't know if I have a socket long enough for that. Ruh-roh. Panic over. So, I was going to drill out the inside of one of my 10mm sockets, and then I remembered I have a toolkit that I keep in the RV. So, just make sure I still don't work there. My tripod's broke. So I find this socket in a set that's in the RV, and this is a oh, it's a 10mm. Cool. I thought it was going to be like an imperial size. So this socket will work, but if you're doing this job, make sure you have a very long, deep 10mm. I'm going to buy one of those extra long ones, tomorrow. But this one fits over, and there's about half of a hole there for the socket to get into. So we're going to use a nice square one, not a wobbly extension, and this should get these out. All right, there we go. Phew. That was a bit of a panic there. I didn't think I had the right tool, or well, I didn't, but I have deep 10mm, 12 point and 6 point, but the center of them wasn't wide enough to go over the shaft of that stud. So, yep. So make sure you don't get caught out by that. Not sure if these are going to come out. No. So, just listening. Same as everything else. There you go. Okay, so yeah, definitely make sure you have a super long 10mm socket that has a deep center. Deep enough to go over that shaft. There we go. Just needed a little helping hand. Let's see. One side's loosened, the other side's still stuck. Come on, baby. There it goes. That's what you want to hear. Alright. So, do we have enough room to get this thing out? We're going to have to pull that expansion tank. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what we can do. freaking gasket's stuck in here. And half of it's stuck to the cover. Come on. So I'm hung up in the gasket because it's half of it stayed in the cover. There we go. I'm definitely going to move that expansion tank for going back in. Yeah. That was a pain in the dick. That one looks real rusty. I wonder. Clean all those out, pull the plugs and everything. But yeah, there you go. There's your valve cover. And if 3 of these stayed in the cover, and 3 stayed in the engine. So I'm not sure what the best practices are or whatever, but here's our leaky gasket. Oh, and she's crunchy. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it or not. There you go. That's why we're leaking. There you go. So, not sure where. Oh, actually, yeah. That's the back cover where we had our leak. So yeah, hopefully you can hear that. That's why we're leaking. So yeah, a bunch of cleaning. Pull the plugs, grab the extractor, suck a little bit of oil out before we pull the plug out. I'm not going to bore you guys with cleaning stuff. I'll give you a quick look at what this should look like when you're doing this job. So here's what you should have when you're doing your valve cover gasket. And I am pulling this up out of the way because that was a little tough. I mean, I could probably sneak it back in there, but I'm taking it's 210 mils. So what? Yank it, move it out of the way. So that's what you should have, if you're doing this job. And then, lots of cleaning to do. We got to get this surface spotless. Good, there's tarnish in here, but it's not bad. It's a little grubby looking. Yeah, so that's not too bad at all. There's a dowel there. But yeah, that back corner, that's not fun. But it's all doable. It's just nuts and bolts, really. This is probably a fairly expensive job at BMW. I'm not sure what the labor time on it is. I've been out here about an hour, and I've never done it before. So, I mean, if you've done it before, it's probably a hell of a lot easier. But they're still going to charge you. Probably a 3 or 4 hour labor time on that job. So what's that? About $500 in labor to do that. Plus the gasket, they're probably going to charge you $80 for that or something. And then, tax, shop supplies, all that crap. That's probably a $600 to $700 bill at BMW. And if you do the plugs, tack on another $100 for them, probably more. So they call it about $800 repair bill. I bought it's a BMW valve cover, not aftermarket or anything, for 41 bucks at FCP Euro. And the plugs were 70 or 80 or something like that. Was it 70? 73? No, my total was 73. Was that right? I can't remember. I'll be honest with you, but I do remember the valve cover was $41 and some change. And then whatever plus the spark plugs, that's $6 or $7 a plug, something like that. Call it $100 total. So, hell of a lot cheaper doing this yourself. I'm going to do a bunch of cleaning, and then I'll turn it back on for, reinstallation.